Hi, welcome to my workshop. I'm Paul. Let's take a look at what's going on today. I decided I wanted a rotary axis for my CNC mill. I've got this import BS0 dividing head I'd like to adapt for that purpose. I'm going to try and use this ClearPath NEMA 23 servo and build a mount for it so I can drive the worm gear on the dividing head. I used Fusion 360 to model a CAD model for the to mount the servo to the unit. I made a prototype on my 3D printer so I didn't have to go through the CAM process until I made sure it worked. Let's see if we can put it on. I went through the dividing head and I cleaned it up and adjusted it. It runs pretty smoothly and very little backlash. So let's go ahead. We don't need this handle or the dividing head, so we'll get rid of it. I'm going to use these 3 threaded holes that were used to attach the dividing plate to attach the servo mount. I found a shaft coupler with the correct size of shaft openings in order to mount this. 3/8 inch for the motor and 14 millimeters for the dividing head. Let's tighten the coupler. Now we'll take it over to the computer and see how it works. I have it sitting on my mill table in order to attach it to the power supply on my CNC controller. I also have it attached directly to my computer where I'm using the ClearPath software that's used to tune and test the servos. Let me run it. Very quiet and tight smoothly. Let me speed it up. I think this will work fine. Now I can go back to Fusion 360 and do the cam work. I can take these pieces of aluminum and machine the mount out of those. Now that we have tested the mount that we prototyped on the 3D printer, it's time to make the mount out of aluminum. So let's go to the mill. Here I am using my probe to find the center of the workpiece and set the workspace coordinates. I didn't want to show all the pieces being milled. However, I thought I'd show this one. You'll see why in a minute. This is the back side of the other end of the mount. Let's speed up until we get to the good part. I was trying to chamfer the 3 holes around the center, but I put the part in the vise in the wrong orientation. But hold on, it gets worse. I was trying to chamfer the hole in the center, but I made an error in my Fusion 360 cam setup. I tried to chamfer the outside of the toolpath instead of the inside. Fortunately, the part will still work because this is all hidden. So here's a new mount made out of aluminum. Let's put it together and see how it works. Looks like everything fits quite nicely. Just tighten up the coupler. Let's take it over to the mill, hook it up to the computer and see how it works. So here it is sitting on the mill table. I'm still using the ClearPath tuning program to test it since I don't have my CNC system set up for a 4th axis yet. Let's give it a shot. Very smooth and quiet. Let's speed it up. I think this came out quite well. Now I need to configure my Acorn CNC system for a 4th axis and give it a try on that. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. I had fun making it, and hopefully somebody will learn something from it. I sure did.